Israeli engineered humanitarian disaster in Gaza is extremely serious, and it has been extremely serious for more than 2 years. But now people believe there is some sort of a ceasefire that will make life more easy in Gaza. However, the Israeli occupation army still maintains a very strict blockade of the aid, the humanitarian support into Gaza, which is in contravention to the ceasefire agreement. Also, so much of the buildings in Gaza are destroyed that more than 1.3 million people in Gaza now are practically without shelter. So when the winter storms are coming, which they are now, and the flooding due to the heavy rain and the heavy winds, the homeless families are extremely vulnerable to the combination of wind, rain and cold. And we know that UN has reported that at least 5 Palestinian children have actually died from hypothermia, or more precisely, have frozen to death because of these extremely serious circumstances. Living conditions are horrible for the Palestinian people, and the Israeli occupation army, with support from the United States, is blocking sufficient supplies of tents, of cover for the tents, of repair kits for the tents, of blankets for the cold people, and not at least blocking the entry of provisional homes, like mobile homes, that are also waiting on the Israeli side of the fence to Gaza. When you combine that with the lack of power, electricity, power generated by diesel and gasoline, the situation is extremely dire, and I fear that more people will freeze to death actually as the world is watching. So I cannot underline strongly enough how critical the Israeli-made humanitarian disaster is in Gaza right now. The international community, and if you read that as the Western governments, the governments of the United States and the European Union, the majority of them have been facilitating this massive man-made humanitarian disaster by not imposing sanctions and punishment on the State of Israel. Do not forget that Israel, as the occupying power, has a duty to protect the civilian population, not only in Gaza, but also in occupied West Bank and in East Jerusalem. International law places the responsibility and the duty of providing healthcare, education, human security, housing, food, water on the occupying power, which Israel not only does not fulfill, but actively blocks from coming to the needing people occupied by them.